I already had low self-esteem. I already, it just made things worse for me because, things were just getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm thinking to myself, what's the point of even, trying?
I've always dreamed of doing something in the culinary arts. I never thought I'd be here doing what I'm doing now, but somebody gave me information that there was a good college out in California that I could take up culinary arts. I didn't have any family, so it was no ties, so I decided I'd head out west, but I ran out of money.
After losing my job, I turned to selling marijuana for money. And that in itself involves a whole world of people, places, and things that should not be.
Because of my drinking and drugs, I lost my job because of bipolar. And then I just sat around drinking and couldn't find work because of the marijuana. And it just kind of a deal where I became homeless. And Salvation Army, I knew as long as I could, stay clean, I'd be able to, get back on my feet, more or less.
As an addict, I wasn't used to asking for help. I didn't think that was a possibility. I didn't think places like that existed. So the Salvation Army opened my eyes to that. They're being here to help, caring, actually caring, and not just saying the words, we care. That resonated a lot within me. So it was basically what I used to help kick the addiction in the end, knowing that I had a safety net and a good social network, but I had to get out and do it for myself.
They made you feel welcome, but they stressed the idea, you come here to get out. You don't just get comfortable and, live off the Salvation Army. You're there to put your feet forward, and I believe they helped a lot with that.
But when I came in and sat down and talked with Mr. Charlie and talked with Captain David, you could feel the love, you could feel the compassion, you could feel the understanding, and they really worked with me. They didn't just treat me as another face or another person that's coming into the shelter. They really took the time to be one-on-one. And that's what you need when you're coming out of addiction. When you need help, you need somebody that's going to understand your lows and your highs and help you reach your medium. And I think we've accomplished that here.
While I was comfortable here at the family units at the Salvation Army, it's not a forever kind of home. And so I used the Pathway of Hope program through the Salvation Army to have goals and to have a step-by-step plan and to break it down to where it was a more realistic and more manageable plan for my future.
It's a start, you got to start someplace, and Salvation Army gave a great start, the accountability. References, if you needed any assistance, food stamps, or you needed assistance, Sooner Care.
Not thinking of this place as a homeless shelter, but thinking of it as a home where I could relax, feel safe, do positive things while I was here. And the situation opened up, they needed help, I was available. We started talking about doing more work in-house. And a couple of months later, I was hired to be the hall monitor here, and I haven't looked back.
Working here at the Salvation Army during that time, it kept me sober, it kept me accountable, and it kept me hopeful. They were able to guide me through certain things in life, other resources here in town. I was able to obtain beds and a couch and things that I had not owned in a year. And those little things like having a bed again meant more to me than anything at all.
Now that I've completed my HiSET or my GED, I'm planning on taking classes in the fall to become a peer counselor, which is way off base from culinary arts, but culinary arts, I've done that for about 30 years, and I think it's time for something fresh and new, and I still want to have a job where I'm helping someone that battles with addiction, sobriety. So this gives me an opportunity to do that.
Salvation Army gave me my life back, and I feel the right thing to do and what God wants me to do is give back to the Salvation Army to help other people see the possibilities they have in their lives.
It's encouraging. I mean, you know, I know what the drinking and drugs have done to me, and you know, the Salvation Army helped me actually to step away from it and to actually feel a little bit more, you know, there's a chance.
This place didn't just save my life, it changed my life. It put me on the path to being something greater than I thought I'd ever be. And I'm so grateful that the people that stood by me as long as they did, because now I don't want to give up on myself, because I know those people will never give up on me.
Before the Salvation Army, I was hopeless, homeless, and addicted. I had no plans for a future for myself or my child. Through the Salvation Army, I was able to obtain life goals. I was able to have hope, and I was able to once again focus on the future. I have a beautiful future. Now I have a job, I have a home, I have a family, and now I can give that kind of hope to everybody else that comes through these doors.